Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Thursday, May the 9th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address right there. This is a link to get into our 100% free trading room. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our room. I open the room every morning at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And that's when I start to share my screen and get live on the mic at about 9:05. I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. In the email you're getting, you'll see a promotional code for 15% off. And that's 15% off the first month of either a standard or a premium subscription or the entire year of a premium or standard subscription. All right, well, I didn't have that active a day, but one obviously really made my day. Now, if you don't know Stamp at all, should refresh your memory. First of all, this is an earnings play. Just got absolutely devastated. But let me show you, say, a daily time frame. Let's go to a weekly time. Let's go to a weekly time frame. And the devastation that took place. This was actually almost one day. This is a weekly, and this is when they basically said that they were ceasing their relationship with the United States Postal Service. And so look what it did. This stock was trading at $200. It got more than cut in half, okay? And it has really never recovered. I mean, it's done this, it's sort of been in this area for a while now. Remember, this is a weekly chart. So this is back in middle of February. And I remember reading the press release about it, and the CEO put on a very brave face saying, yes, we expect to see some short-term pain, but for the long-term gain. Well, anyway, bottom line is that it really did nothing here. And then look what happened today. This is a weekly. I'll get back to the 15, but that happened today, and this is down. Okay, let me just see here. I don't know why. Here's the symbol linking. Okay, let me just... Okay, so this is down 54%. Let me bring back the 15-minute time frame. So, I did something I don't often do, and I actually took a short in the pre-market of this fairly expensive stock. I was worried, though, that I would not be able to get any if I waited for the market to open because it was down so much. And that uptick rule, if you're not familiar with the uptick rule, if the stock is down more than 10%, then if you want to go, typically when you want to short something, you just go in at the bid and that's it. Well, the problem if a stock is down more than 10%, there has to be some action at the ask, so there has to be some buying at the ask before they'll allow you to short at the bid. And that's on the surface, okay. The problem is you may be in a big queue and a big line and in order to get those shorts. So I decided to take it just before the market opened, and I actually shorted this right here at 41.81. And I'm basically out all the position in this area. I mean, I took some out here and down here, but my average getting out was really, so from 41.81 down to this 37.38. And this could be still a multi-day short going forward. I don't swing short, but if I did, then this would definitely be a candidate because, why is anybody going to buy this? I mean, at this point, unless they come up with some stupendous news, I mean, they've just been absolutely kicked on earnings, and rightly so because of their no more with a relationship with the United States Postal Service. So, anyway, that was really the one I did today. I did a couple of others. I tried Sale. Sale did not work, but I got out with no blood, really. Sale, we were looking to short this one, another one just being devastated. There are so many stocks that are looking like this right now, on the weekly and the daily time frames. Look at this gap down, huge gap down. Not really that much support. So it looked like, even though it was already down a lot, these things can keep continuing down. Bottom line is that I took this short. What did I take this short at? 1919. Yeah, I took the short at 1919. Broke my rule a little bit. Usually I wait for the whole number break. Notice it briefly broke it. but I took the short at 19. Where is 1919? Right about here. I did not like the way it was trading right here, so I got out literally for a 3-cent loss. And then this next candle, it got all the way up to 1956. So it was a great exit for only a 3-cent loss. Now I took another. I don't know. Unisys was just this came on one of my price alerts. Got a price alert for Unisys under 10. Took the short at 980, right about here. I was hoping it would get into the mid 60s, low 60s. Didn't really do anything. Again, this is an all-time low. We're talking all-time lows right now. And I thought maybe with the market, doing this, it would keep dragging it lower. It just didn't do it. Now, I am taking a bit of a flyer on this one. I'm in this one at 853, right here. That's close enough. So why am I doing this? Well, this did a reverse split yesterday. I think it was a 1-for-8 reverse split. And, typically, you don't see this sort of action. Look at the action it had at the end of the day. This started at 2:15, but there was no news. But maybe, the company is going to release something. So I decided that when it was holding this area here, it had a little pullback here, then it popped up again. So I decided to take it. I think it's actually at 853. I was going to actually wait for that break, but I got it right at 853, and we'll see what happens. It's not that I'm looking to swing this one. It's very risky. It's a low float situation. But at this point, if it went back to 853, I would just get out. And we had a couple of IPOs. This one has been sensational. Let's see if it's still. Just a second here. Let me see if it's still doing its thing. Just got to find the ticker. There we are. CRTX. Yeah, this IPO'd at 17. So look at the run it had. Got all the way up to $34 before it pulled back. I think it got halted a couple of times. So this one has been successful, but I have to admit the other ones. This is the one that I thought would be more successful, to be honest. What's happening? Oh, and it actually is. I think this was IPO'd at 15. We had some problems with our charts, and so I may have missed this. No, this IPO'd at 20. So this is pretty good too. It IPO'd at 20, and so it looks like it. You know what? I just want to do a quick check. Just give me a moment here. Bring up my IPO calendar. Yeah, IPO'd at 20. So this is actually pretty good too. See the other one, CRTX, IPO'd at 17. And so hitting 32 is awesome. So, these are a couple of biotechs. And, the other one that I was thinking of swinging yesterday was PSN. But, it's just it's not a biotech, so it doesn't have the same kind of, all I can call it is enthusiasm, shall we say. Now, it may get going, but this IPO'd at 27. So it's not horrendous, but it just didn't. Look at the difference between that and CTRX or CRTX. Look at the difference. Did PSN do that? No, not even close. So anyway, want to get back into the room. Showed you a couple of the IPOs and bring back the capture program. So if you have any questions for me, you can use this email address. And this is a link to get into our free room. In the email you're getting, there's a promo code for 15% off the first month or the entire year. I will open the room. I will open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern. So hope to see most of you in our trading room. Bye-bye.